गणपतिं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पता शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्ये नमो नमः। वेदान्त विद्यास्थानेभ्यैव च ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। यो गुरुः स शिवः प्रोक्तः यः शिवः स गुरुः स्मृतः विकल्पं यस्तु कुर्वीत स नरो गुरुतर्पणः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्ददामि भगवद्गीते। नमोऽस्तु व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्रः येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवैत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्ससुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णो वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। कृष्णो वन्दे जगत्। श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा श्री कृष्ण गोविंद श्री कृष्ण गोविंद। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद 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 हरे मुरारे श्री हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वास हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हरे मुरारे हरे मुरारे हे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा बोलिए कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय। श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की नमः। पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव। हरि ओम। Let us read from second verse. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Sannyasah Karma Yogascha Nishreyasakaravabho Tayostu Karma Sannyasa Karma Yogo Vichishyate Gneyassa Nitya Sannyasi. When Visarg is there and after full sa is coming, make it half sa. Don't say Gyeyah Sanitni. Don't say Gyeyah sa. Half sa should be there. Gyeyah Sanitya Sannyasi. Yo na drishti na kankshati. Nirdvando hi mahabaho. Sukham bandhat pramuchyate. Sankhya yoga prithak balaha. Pravadanti na panditaha. Ekamapyasthitas samyak. Again, Hafsa should be there. Ekamapyasthitas samyak. Ubhayorvindate phalam. Yat sankhyaif prapyate sthanam. Tadyogairapi gamyate. Ekam sankhyancha yogancha. Yaf pashyati sa pashyati. Sannyāsastu mahabāho. Dukkhamāptumayogataha. Yoga yukto munirbrahma. Nachirena gacchati. Yoga yukto vishuddhatma. Vijitatma jitendriyaha. Sarvabhutatma bhutatma. Kurvannapi na lipyate. Naiva kinchit karomiti. Karomiti. Yukto manyeta tattvavita. Pashyan shrinvan sprisham jigran. Ashnan gachan shvapan swashan. Swapang shwasan. Pralapan visrajan grannan. Unmishan nishmishannapi. Unmishan nimishannapi. Indriyani indriyarteshu. Vartantaiti dharayan. So we had seen in our last classes, after answering the question of Arjun, that Karma Yoga is better or Karma Sannyas is better. So Bhagavan said Karma Yoga is better for you because in your Rajogun will not allow you to sit quietly and meditate. Karma Sannyas means high level of Sattva is required. So when Sattva is high, you like less interactive life, more meditative life. You become more serious in your pursuits and you don't have ambition of worldly things. Even ambition of doing external very good work is also not there. So this kind of mind, Arjun, you don't have. Therefore, Karma Yoga is better for you. After telling this point, till about from 2nd to 6th verses, Bhagavan almost told what is the meaning of Karma Yoga converting into Karma Sannyas. And this he said in the 7th verse. When he said Karma Yoga Yukto Vishuddhatma Vijitatma Jitendriya. So that was the description of a ripened Karma Yogi, ready to plunge into Karma Sannyas. Earlier he said, Sannyasastu mahabāho dukkhamāptum ayogata. He said, if you are raw, because every mind needs a different infrastructure. You can't put him a lower evolved mind needs another kind of infrastructure. Higher evolved mind needs another kind of infrastructure. If you take him from that infrastructure and put him another, he will not be satisfied and he will feel very suffocated there, or he will feel insecure there. As long as the baby is in the womb, when he is developing, the baby is safe. But the same baby, if he is 6 months old and he is out of the womb, it is called miscarriage. Miscarriage. Why? Because he cannot accept that external environment now. The external environment he cannot accept and grow now. For his growth, he needed a very tight kind of infrastructure, where he is very secure from the wind outside also, from the light outside also, from the infection outside also. He is being made in the womb. So he cannot be taken out. He will not survive. So 7-8 months I have heard some baby, 7-8 months, they are called premature delivery. So they struggle to survive, they are put in incubators. But the same baby, if he has grown up, automatically he wants to go out of the womb and he wants another infrastructure. That infrastructure of the womb is misfit for that baby. He needs an outer infrastructure. Similarly, if you have Rajagun, if you are an attached person, if you have Ahankar, if you are sensual, you need another infrastructure to get out of your negativity. You cannot be put in an infrastructure which is for meditation, which is for intense listening, which is for intense sadhana. You will suffocate there. And after some time, either you will run away or you will lead a sad life, because your impression don't get an expression. Therefore, Bhagavan proposed Karma Yoga is better. After telling, he said what is Karma Yoga, he described that portion by Nigyan Sanitya Sannyasi. And he described that Karma Yoga is a process through which you understand that your wishes and your desires and your likes and your dislikes, somehow you unload yourself, free yourself from everybody around. Make your life that you are not urgent, nothing is very urgent. You have like, it is not urgent. You have, I like that person, but meeting him is not urgent. I like that food, but it is not urgent. I can live without it. Even if you don't give for years, I am fine with that. You remove the worldly urgencies and exigencies from your life. Neither moving out any person is urgent, neither bringing in is urgent. When moving out anybody is urgent, that is called dvesh. When bringing in anybody is urgent, that is called rag. I don't like your nature too much, but I can live with you. I don't like certain aspect, but still I can manage with you. Because when you start pushing, you develop a very extra importance for an issue or a person or an action. That extra shape in your mind will take you to new birth. Positively, negatively, both sides. Certain work I did not like, but when Mahatma saw that you don't like, he said, no, you do this work. So that dislike went away. that repulsion, slight repulsion went away. So Karma Yoga is a process through which you lighten yourself and enlighten yourself. When you lighten yourself from Rag Dvesh and enlighten yourself from God's grace, then you are delighted. So lighten, enlighten and delighten. This was said in few verses. So don't create some strong push in your mind and pull in your mind. Make yourself very easy inside. When I say stress is there or tension is there, it is always a push and pull. This is tense now. This is tense. See? It is tense. It won't, don't worry. So, this is when you are in a state of mind which is not at home, your ability to perceive the situation and judge is not good. Your decisions are biased, or your decisions are colored by hatred. You are overwhelmed by certain points. You are not seeing it properly. So your decisions will hurt you and hurt yourself. You don't have a thought of creativity. You have your thought of love, your thought of expansion has gone. Karma Yoga is a process of expansion of the right self. I come out to expand myself and contract my wrong self. I want to contract my wrong self and I want to expand my true self. I want to expand as a devotee and I want to fizzle out as an egoistic person. I want to contract and fizzle out as a self-centered person. And I want to expand as a devotee. This is the Karma Yoga. When you perform Karma Yoga, slowly, you feel you don't need lot of work now. And you slowly, your punya takes you to more of listening about Bhagwan, about Atma. Slowly you feel I need more time for my contemplation. Then the system is giving me. Therefore I evolve. The pupa had evolved as a caterpillar has evolved as a butterfly now. Butterfly needs a bigger space to fly. That caterpillar could be on one tree, on one leaf or one branch. But butterfly can't be on a branch. It needs a garden to fly. Your mind has now got a bigger garden of meditation. It wants to take bigger flights of your listening. If you are only caterpillar, then you cannot fly. Then remain there. Remain there. After that, you are trained to meditate, trained to think. And like in the morning class you heard, what is mind, what is consciousness, how the general consciousness becomes a particular consciousness, how particular consciousness takes the impressions, the reel, and inside the reel, new film comes up. If you close your eyes, you can see the film. What lot of thoughts are there? You have projected, you have taken impression. Slowly you need a bigger mental quietness. And if the mental state doesn't match your situational space, then you are misfit. The kind of mind requires a situation. If mentally you are very quiet and there is silence in your mind, you need a silent situation to grow. If mentally you are working a lot, you need a working situation. And therefore, you need a now contemplation. So Karma Yoga has gone to Karma Sannyas. Now this Karma Sannyasi has matured and he is now on the seat of meditation. I told two kinds of meditations are mentioned. One is Brahmabhyas, other is Samadhi Abhyas. Samadhi Abhyas is going into exclusive system and meditating with like this hand is there, which you normally see. Brahmabhyas is while walking, talking, you keep in your mind the main thing. I told about it. What to meditate? Meditation is dwelling on a thought, dwelling on the understanding, what the teacher has convinced you about. It is not a mantra to be repeated. It is not a mantra that we have to repeat soham, soham. No. It is not a mantra. It is an understanding which you internalize. It is rejecting the false in you. It is distancing yourself from your life, from your mind, from your body. You are externalizing your body and mind. You are externalizing jeevhood. That I am sufferer, I am enjoyer, I am mother, I am father, I am brother, I am sister, You are not a part of the world. World has come and gone. Remember the morning example? That film told to screen? That example of film and screen? So he said, many things have come, you are the latest one. That appears simple, but it has a meaning. If you remember that. If you don't remember, no problem at all. Now he says, Naiva kinchit karomiti. This is where I was. I am repeating it, all the things, so that 5th chapter becomes a part of your life. You could be deeply in love with Bhagavad Gita. You don't feel Gita was difficult. I did not understand Bhagavad Gita. You should not feel like that. Then you will feel Gita is more interesting. I hope you feel like that. Even if you don't feel, I'll try that you feel. Well, don't try, I cannot feel. Naiva kinchit karomiti yukto manyeta tattvavit. So, and ultimately I told you, he mentioned all the kriya. Pashyan, Shudman, Sprishan, Jagran, Nashnan, Gachan, Palanarimaga. So, all these things were going on. And ultimately, what line he mentions needs attention. Indriyani indriyartheshu vartanta. This should be in inverted comma. Where iti comes, sentence is over. So he is thinking, inverted comma. Indriyani indriyartheshu vartanta. He says, but I feel that I am doing. Why you are saying naiva kinchit? Please note, naiva kinchit karomiti should be united with this line. So, indriyani indriyartheshu vartanteti dharyan naiva kinchit karomiti yukto man. Then it will, because dharyan is verb, having held, it should not stop there. It should be complete. Manyet. It should go be manyet. Therefore, Bhashka writes manyet iti purved sambandha. Like pathan. Pathan means while reading. Ramaha pathan. Ram while reading. What? It's incomplete. Ram pathan gacchati. Ram while reading walks. Don't move. Ram while reading walks. So while, if any while is coming present continuous, it has to be completed with a complete verb. ठीक है ना? So pathan, so dharyan is incomplete. So it has to be put manyet. Now be very, very careful. The topic of nididhyasana is there. So it's quite subtle. Will you understand? Of course, you'll understand. Don't worry. Even if you miss today, tomorrow you'll understand. Tomorrow if you miss, day after you'll understand. Someday in life you'll understand that. Don't worry about this. Aim high. You aim the moon, you'll hit some star. So indriyani indriyartheshu vartanta. Now he is saying, he means Bhagwan Krishna is saying to Jad Bharat. Bhagwan Krishna is saying this to Arjun. Like I woke up, I don't know which satsang, so many words come. So Bhagwan Krishna is saying to Arjun that what is saying? Indriyani indriyartheshu. Indriyartheshu means sense object. Like this is indriyarth. Indriyartheshu saptami. Of the eyes. Eyes are going in the flower. My nose have gone in the smell of this fragrance of this flower. Okay? My touch has gone to touch this flower. Okay? If I taste, my tongue has gone to taste the flower. And my eyes have gone to the form of flower. If I make sound, my ears have gone to the sound in the flower. So in this flower, all five are there. Shabd, Sparsh, Roop, Ras and Gandha. And all five sense organs are in balle with this. So these five sense organs are mixing with the sense object. If five sense organs don't mix with the respective object, the knowledge won't take place. This much should be clear to you now. Okay? I hope it is clear. Now comes a very important point. What is important point? If two people are mixing a lot, there should be a common point. If supposing you can talk to somebody for hours, so there should be some common point, then only you can talk. You cannot involve, supposing you have gelled somewhere, well, I gel with him a lot, or I have good chemistry with him, use such words without reaction. Our chemistry is very good. Some other words, we are compatible. We are very good with each other. I can talk with him for many minutes. I can eat this food. Every day I can eat this food. Certain food are there, you can say I can eat this food. I like it. Or I can see this form every day. Some things your sense organ are mixing with certain sense object, it means there should be a common point. And supposing some people are there, like there is no topic to talk among, there is no common topic. We disagree on every issue. And moment one day we agreed, then we disagreed to agree then. And then you sit, and such people I have seen. They sit, within 5 minutes something will go wrong. They will disagree on something will go wrong here and there. They can be husband, wife, they can be mother, son, they can be two sisters, two brothers. कुछ तो गड़बड़ हो जाता है, फिर one goes away. कुछ difficulty हो जाती है. Either somebody says something he doesn't like, or he says, and sometimes you see there is no common topic. There should be common topic to talk. There is no common topic that what he talks and what I should talk. चुपचाप बैठे रहता. Sometimes I see in the airport, husband and wife sitting very quietly, not talking at all. कुछ बात ही नहीं करते. And even if the wife asks something, so he will just answer him alone. No. न देखते हैं, न बात करते हैं. Neither they see each other, neither they are talking. इधर देख रहे हैं, उधर देख रहे हैं. And both are seeing me separately. Instead of seeing each other, they are seeing me. hope you're understanding this point. See, you are here listening because you have love for Gita. I have love for Gita. And this binds us. Our Lord Shiva, I also go to the temple, you also go to the temple. Lord Shiva is a common point. You love Ramayana, I also love Ramayana. It's a common point. What topic I like to listen, you also like to listen. There is a common point. What value system I have, you also have same value system. So that is a common point. ठीक है ना? You also love God, I also love. So that's a common point. And therefore you can stay here because you can mix with something. Otherwise you feel out of the place sometimes. In some ashrams you can go, what the person is talking, supposing you are not convinced, you cannot stay, it's difficult. You don't get a common point. He said, what is he talking about? I can't get convinced on this point. Or I'm not convinced about his lifestyle. Or I'm not convinced about his way of talking. Or I'm not convinced about his nature. And therefore you move out. Where you can't gel, you move out. You can't mix. There is no mixing point. It may be your house. It may be your wife, husband. If you can't mix, you go out, you want to run away. ठीक कह रहे हैं ना? It may be your close relative, so-called brother, sister, चाचा, चाची, काका, काकी. You don't feel, बोले क्या बात करनी? What he talks, I don't enjoy. It's very tiring to sit with him. It was so exhausting. Half an hour he ate. He ate my whole mind. In Hindi they say पका डाला उसने. A typical word is there. पता ही होगा ना? बोले बाप रे वो आ रहे हैं. Oh, cool film. You talk. In the house sometimes some relative comes. Mummy says, I cannot sit. You sit. He runs away. Boring things or whatever. Maybe his frequency is high or low. I don't know. I'm not saying good, bad. Now I'm coming to the point. If eyes are going in the sense organ called form, form and eyes should have common point. If ears are too much close to the sound, sound and ear should have common point. If tongue is going to the taste, taste and tongue should have a common point. If the touch is going to that, I feel the touch, this is a common point. If nose is going to the smell, smell and nose should have a common point. I hope this is clear. In that common point, though others are not going, eyes are not listening and ear is not tasting. Well, I heard it is tasty, but I not experienced. Ear can't experience taste. You can't put a food and bole kaisa laga. You cannot see. You cannot taste the food by your ears. Even if you put whole food here, you have to go to the hospital, you have no taste. And with the tongue, you cannot hear. You don't say, kya bola? The tongue, the ear are here only. It is not here. So these five, every interactive life is going on now. Not you. Can you guess what I am going to say? Well, yes, I know what you are going to say. Now, this form of fire, this form of flower is made out of Panchikrit Panchamahabhut. Roop Tanmatra is there, modified Roop. Therefore, Roop should be here also. The element called fire, which is because of the form, should be in the eyes also. Oh, if I hear, This is made out of space. Grossified space is here. If my ear is catching it, therefore this grossified space should be related to this space. There should be some space should be here. So sense organ called ear is made out of subtle space. Sense organ, not external one. Morning you heard. Sense organ called eye is made out of subtle fire. Sense organ called touch is made out of subtle air. Sense organ called rasnendriya, tongue. Sense organ, not the external one. Organ of taste should have subtle water. So gross is outside, subtle is inside. Always subtle conceives the gross. This is also one law. Subtle conceives the gross. Conceives means objectifies. Which is more pervasive, conceives the less pervasive. Like this light is conceiving the book. Objectifying. And I say the word. When I say any word, your ears, sense organ, objectifies. It holds. I said Krishna. So you heard. Your sense organ called ear has conceived it. Because it is subtle. If it is clear, I will go ahead. If it is not clear, please tell me. Well, I will get clarity. I am not that clear, subtle. I am not that subtle. I am gross. I am gross. So you understand that I can't understand that much. Acha? So these are the interactions going on at 5 level. Acha? All are sitting and conceiving here. What about me? Where is I coming into picture? Because the sense object called space, air, fire, earth, water and earth, they are all inert. Here sense organ is also inert because it is seen. If it is seen, there has to be seer which is different than the seen. Seen cannot be the seer's nature. Seen cannot be the seer of its own sin. Seen cannot be the seer of its own sin. Seen cannot be the seer of its own seer. I hope. So what about this sense organ? Sense organ is external matter. It is not me. If it was sense organ, you know what is the problem? When your eyes are diminishing, you say, I am diminishing. What happened? I can't see. I can't see properly nowadays. Everything is hazy. Everything is so hazy here. I can't see. It's foggy. It is fog. Oh, sorry, it is fog. Okay. I told you, one person first went into the plane. So he said to the passenger, next, when we are on the plane, small people appear like ants. That person said, it is ant, plane has not started. It is ant only. नहीं समझ पा रहा है, नहीं समझ पाया, नहीं समझ। अच्छा। So ध्यान देना हमारी बात को. When your eyes are diminishing, you don't say I am diminishing. When your ears are hard, you don't say I am hard up. I am hard. The sense organ dharma you don't put. you say the tongue this is tasting sweet, you didn't say I am sweet. So sense organ are karana. Karana is different than user of karana. The user of instrument, they are instrument because they are employable. Please see me. Okay. So you have used the eyes. You have used the eyes. Please hear. Yes, I am hearing. When you scold a child, you say, please hear clearly. Please listen. Kaan khol ke sun lo. Kaan khol ke sun lo tum. I am telling you this. How you can't translate. Suna hai nahi hai? So this is the expression here. Please see. Please touch. It is all usable. That means another one is there who is using it. Karan can't be using Karan. Instrument can't use instrument. Instrument has to be somebody else has to be there who is using the instrument. Eyes is used by somebody else other than eyes. Ears are used by somebody else other than ears. Okay. So there is somebody. Shrutasya Shrutram. He is the one drishta in which the user-used relations are going on. He is not a part of your mind. He is not a part of your sense organ. And this is said, Indriyani Indriyartheshu Vartan, sense organ are going in the sense object. Naiva kinchit karomiti, I am not going. I am not seeing. Then who is seeing? Sense organ is seeing sense object. I am not seeing. The action of seeing is not done by me. Please note this you have to reflect over it. Action of hearing. Sense organ is hearing the sense object. And there is one ahankar who is operating this whole fake world. I am not involved in that. Who says? Pure consciousness. Before the action of talking was going on, I was there. After talking is over, I will be there. During talking, I am there. I am not talking. Who is saying? Who is saying? Sakshi is saying. Consciousness is saying. Ahankar will say, I am talking. Remember in the morning I said 2 lights are there. If you remember. One is the colored focused light. Other is the total light enveloping the focused light. So what is colored light will always feel I am walking, I am talking, I am listening, I am doing, I am working very hard. So if any ignorant person says I am not doing anything, he is making a wrong statement. It's not his experience. It cannot be his experience. Ignorant person cannot say I am not doing anything. If he is ignorant and devotee also, he can show him a lot of help came. I think God has helped me and therefore it could be done. My role was very small. I did, but that role was very small. If it was successful, I think the rain didn't come. Our flower person came on time. Your flight came on time. There are 100 causes. I cannot claim the success. Chief guest also was there on time. The electrician also came. Mic also was working. People were there. On the day of Yagna, it didn't rain. Seats were also okay. So there are a lot of factors were there and therefore the Yagna. So he cannot say that I don't do anything. He can say my work is very limited, very small. I didn't make the hall in which I am sitting. I didn't make the Gita which we have heard. His statement is from that angle. But he cannot say, I have not done anything with my experience. He cannot say. Because he feels I did it. I got it printed. I went to the printer. I gave the invitation for the yagna. I went to the judge and I got him as the chief guest. I went And I only contacted Swamiji. I only messaged him, he replied, and I was in constant communication. Acha, yes. I went to the flower shop and got the flower things decorated. These few things I have done. Few things. Where is ego coming? You feel you are the main doer. Where is egolessness? You are a very secondary doer. I have not done a lot. Bigger thing God has. My contribution is very less. But you cannot have experience. I have not done anything. ये झूठ बोल रहे हो आप. ये तो झूठ बोल रहे हो तो बन रहे हो तो. You have experiences that I have done something by the grace of God. You can put it. I was well. My health was okay. Therefore, God kept my health okay, and therefore I could come here. But here, this Jnani's experience is not this. When he says, I have not done anything, or I am not doing, because he sees body, sense organ, sense object, mind, ego as different than him, nothing to do. And he is dwelling on this thought. Mix naive kinchit with indriyani indriyarteshu. So what is his meditation? I am not doing, I am not done. Please note, I am talking. There are other eye who is not talking. This talking is a colored eye. This talker is a colored eye. It's after the focus has come that eye is there. Who is talking with the vasana, samskar, who is talking to, he exists with relative to the listener. He has a relative existence. Talking will be over when listeners are not there. Whom to talk? Whom to talk? Once I went to Jain, I told you, no? When I went to Jain, big hall they took. And they said, I was very new, just a brahmachari I was there. So they invited me. So when I went on the stage was such that easily 50 people could have sat on the stage. 50. And hall had 1,500 capacity. But when I went there, nobody was there. The interesting thing, God has a very good sense of humor. 2 people were there, secretary and treasurer. So treasurer was handling the books also. Lot of books of mission, they had got it. They put lot of big bookstall. Who will see? When I sat on the stage, I said, Brahmachari ji, you start. Chapter 12 was my topic. You start, people will come. Chalo. So I closed my eyes and I did all my invocation, Om Partha, and opened my eyes, those 2 disappeared. Now, I said, this is why he is said to do invocation. But I said, bookstall is still there. Now whom to talk to? Subject requires an object. But they didn't run away actually. They did not run away. They went outside. And Mahakal temple, people were, they were saying, come inside. Pravachan is going, come inside, andar aa jao. Hey, pravachan, Gita pravachan ho raha hai, chaliye andar aiye. Like this, tomato, aloo, pyaj. So similarly, Gita chapter 12, suniye chaliye, andar chaliye, suniye. Bichare kya kare bhai? Nobody knew me. This way they got 25 people. I said, please all of you come on the stage. And we had young people grew later on. बड़ा मजा आ रहा है. So one whose existence is relative, this is what I want to say. One is relative I, other is absolute I. Well, I am a husband. Whose husband? Nobody is. No, the word husband is related to somebody. You cannot be a husband without a wife. No, but I am husband. But whose? No, there is no girl, no wife, but I am a husband. No, you are mad. If you are a husband, then you have to have a wife, then only you can say, I am a husband. You are talking something nonsense. You say, I am a father. Where is the son? No son, but I am a father. You cannot say like that. You are a father. Whose father? Nobody is there, but I am a father. Then you can be church father. You cannot be a father like that. Every definition exists with something relative to something. Supposing you say, I am a man, this is also relative to your body. Supposing I am sad, then you say, why? Why you are sad? Sometimes you say, I don't know why, but I am sad. You don't know, but there is an issue. You are not able to track that. You are not able to find it out, but there is something in your mind, some consciousness because of which you are. This is what psychiatrists try to bring it out and earn money from your sadness. Because of your foolishness, they are earning money. So who exists with relative to something that is called Jeev, that is called fake I, that is called imaginary I. Who was a doer? Well, I did. What? Nothing. So you have to say something. But the pure consciousness, which was Sarvbhutatma Bhutatma, it doesn't exist with relative to something. The light with the lens exists with relative to lens, morning class. But the sunlight doesn't exist with relative to lens. Whether I am sleeping or awake, my consciousness is same. Whether this body lives or doesn't live, consciousness is same. Body passes away, not the consciousness. Consciousness is same. Sakshi will be same. Passing away body means, tell me, the lens is not operational. In that system, you need another lens. You go to another infrastructure. It is called death. Dissociation of subtle body, the gross body is called death. But the pure consciousness will be same. Even if you are angry, consciousness is quiet. Whether you are very sad, consciousness is not sad. You are running, consciousness is not running. Why? It is everywhere. Where will it run? You are sleeping, consciousness is not sleeping. You are dancing, consciousness is not dancing. Where will it dance? It is all pervading. Space can't dance. To dance, you should be absent somewhere. Space, where will it dance? God can't run away. Where will he run? Everywhere he is. See? When you are eating, consciousness is not eating. So you are sitting, it is not sat down. There is no action in it. For action, you have to have absence of thing, then you can act. I can move this hand because this hand was not here, therefore I can move it here. Right? Therefore movement of hand is there. Movement, ego is incomplete, therefore it is worker. It is worker in the world. With respect to world, with respect to mind, I am controlling my mind. One who has a subject-object relationship, that is mind. That is doer done. But whereas there is no subject-object or superimposed on that, that is not doer. It can't do. I hope this is clear. Therefore, he is not doing. Naiva kinchit karomi iti manyate tattavit. The earlier shlok, I told you these two shlokas are commentary on the 7th shlok, second line. Sarvbhutatma bhutatma kurvannapi na lipyate. Although external person is seeing that he is working, but internally he is not working. Ordinary person doesn't know that. Jnani is there. Ordinary person is only caught up in the outside world. I have to wash my clothes today. After evening class, 9 o'clock, I'll wash my clothes. Acha, quite full, everything is quite full. Where to hang, I don't know. So after 9:30, when everybody has gone, I'll go there. That is the only time I have. Then I have to sleep, otherwise I can't get up in the morning. Oh my God, notes I have not made. I have to make notes also. I have to sit also in the lounge in the evening. Swamiji will ask where is there. I will make some excuse. I'll go late. 5 to 9 I'll just go late. Just for attendance I'll go because this is there. I'll come back. I have to watch, then I have to sleep. Oh, so much of work is there. Oh my God. And they're calling from the home, 2 missed calls. I don't know what is there. What is going on? I have to call them today. I'll call them. My God. Morning I have to get up. Morning I have to the temple. Chanting is very weak. My chanting, I'm not able to get it. I don't know how to chant all these things. Sanskrit is totally out. Sanskrit. Everything I'm struggling. Time is running away. Half the course is over. Still, oh my God, how to do? So this is the doer. Oh, very nice. Swamiji has given good. So when the copy comes, you don't see front, you see first back. Then you see internally something is there or not. And if it is not good, you feel what was wrong. Why was it not given low? क्या गलती क्या थी हमने क्या किया था? Please know, even if nothing is wrong, I will not give good all the time because you are already good now. If something is wrong, I will circle it. So don't worry about that. Oh, I got worried. No, don't worry about that. This is the mind. This is a doer. Objectifying one thing, objectifying another. It is hopping whole day, whole time. Always in movement. Always worried. Always happy, sometimes worried, sometimes anxious, sometimes running, sometimes sinking inside, sometimes crying, sometimes laughing, sometimes very, very excited. Erratic, illogical, uncertain, insecure movement of I with relative to world. Not movement of the situation. Erratic, irregular, illogical, insecure movement of I. Erratic, yes, because 8 o'clock I don't know what I will be. I'll be happy or not, I don't know. I'll be sad. Maybe I don't know, depends on what happens outside. It is dependent on outside. If he says something, I can be sad. You can be made sad very fast. You can be made angry very fast. Anxiety is all the time anxious. My nature is very anxious actually. I get very anxious at times. Achha, I'm not a very relaxed kind of person actually. Because my mind runs in so many areas. So, hopping. One topic, who? I. This is ordinary person. Who is Jnani? Who is Tattvavit? He jumps. He is a seer. He sees all this drama going on. If you can see the false I as false, you are a jnani. And you see relationlessness with that. If you are a sansari, you are oblivious, you don't know this. And you are relating with some issue, other issue. He is my son, she is my daughter. That is my work, I have to do this, I have to complete it, I have to go there. You are constantly in a sense of a flux. And a jnani is not, because he discovers relationlessness. He goes behind. No, don't think it doesn't work. But his worker is an objective issue. Don't think he doesn't get sad. But the entity who gets sad is external matter for him. He externalizes the sad entity. He externalizes the happy entity. He externalizes the fearful entity. And anything you externalize, you can withdraw very easily. Anything you internalize, it is difficult to leave it at will. I can, when I am walking, supposing I want to leave the veranda, I can leave veranda. Easy, because it is not. I'm in the lounge, I can leave the lounge. But I'm in the room, I can't leave because it is internal. Anything internal is difficult to withdraw. External is easier to withdraw. ठीक है ना? My hand is here. I can easily put my hand here. I have withdrawn my hand. I'm seeing you. I can easily put my eye closed. I don't want to see. I'm hearing. I don't want to hear now. I'm eating. I can stop eating. It is external thing. I'm smelling the flower. I kept it back. I don't want to smell the flower. I'm touching this. I don't want to touch. I can withdraw. है ना? Eyes, ears, but coming inside. Withdraw the thought now. Which thought is there? Thought is there that, tomorrow I have to go to the airport. Withdraw from this thought. Little difficult. Anger is there in my... Why? I'm angry on myself. I could not do anything today. Withdraw from this thought. It is not that easy like you withdraw a hand. It needs practice to withdraw from the thought. Because it is internal issue. But he has hurt me a lot. Withdraw from it. How can I withdraw? He has hurt me. No, that is more internal now. It's difficult to withdraw now. He is hurt every time he hurts me. It's the first time I'm not saying. After every 20th of every month he does something. And I'm upset since morning. I'm upset. I'm not expressing it, but I am upset. I'm with the flow. But I'm internally not very happy person. I'm telling you. No, withdraw from it. I know I am a seer. I know about consciousness. No, withdraw from it. I can't. Why? It is too close to you. If you had externalized it, you would have withdrawn. This is jnani, who has externalized and falsified both. Kurvannapi na lipyate. If you know it's a drama, it's very easy to drop the role. I was just acting as a beggar. I'm not a beggar. I'm acting as a coolie in the film. I'm not a coolie. There's a film called Coolie. I'm not a coolie. I'm acting as a coolie. I'm a millionaire and billionaire. What with this Gita does, it externalizes your life, ego, work, your samskar, your identities, your doer, your enjoyer, so that what you are, you can revel, abide, enjoy, repeat. Well, this is, sense organs are going in sense object because they are related with each other. Kan sing, naak sing, aak sing, they are related to each other. And ultimately they go to the mind. Which is mind? Sankalpur. Like Jaipur, Singapore is Sankalpur. I'm not a part of it. This is called Vidvat Sannyas. This is called meditation of a jnani. He is constantly in this mode, not in the morning, evening class. He is a saint. He is constantly. And so much he practices that every time this Shruti is there. You know, when you sing, there is a tambura going on. Ding, 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 ding. That box is there. Shruti it is called. Ding, 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 ding. Tambura Shruti. So the Shruti is constantly there. Even if somebody is shouting, he said, no, the one who is listening this shouting is not me. One who is getting hurt is not me. One who is feeling sad is not me. Day and night he does this only. Therefore he needs a special infrastructure. And therefore for him it is said, Indriyani indriyartheshu vartanta iti dharyan naiva kinchit karomi iti. Karomi. Bas. Inverted comma. Iti manye tattvavet. He will sit. You feel he is eating. You feel he is laughing. You feel he is crying. You feel he is jumping. You feel he is walking. But inside his mind, there is one aspect which is in contemplation. This is his practice. And therefore he differentiates what? The sunlight and the focused light. An ordinary person doesn't know the total light. Ordinary person is totally in the rush. He's in the mob. He's a mob mentality. He's a mob of thought. Anything comes, he does it. I'm very sad. I'm very happy. I'm excited. I am father. I am mother. I'm crying a lot. Because you don't know this. And there is where Gita will come and introduce you. I hope this is clear. So nice principle is there. So connect the 9th shlok, last line, with the 7th shlok, first line. And so many actions are given to tell that he is untouched. So much so practice they do, I tell you. Even if somebody hits him, he feels, I'm not hit, body is hit. It is a matter of listening, and listening. After listening, you dwell. I'm using the word dwell. I like the word dwell. Dwell. You abide. You repeat your understanding. You repeat the talk. You talk to yourself in this form. You do monologue with yourself that I'm not in this. Monologue. You talk to yourself. Many times you do in your rooms. I hear it. So, you are doing monologue. I am consciousness, I cannot be. When you behave with somebody, you have another way of approaching. But when you think, you have another. He is in this more constant monologue. He is in constant that mood is not going. So much he practices. Like your name is something. Your name was given later on. If this name was told to you earlier, then you wouldn't have understood. But now this name, you have internalized it. Anywhere, supposing another name is from some Swamiji. I hear another name from A is there. Supposing the name is, some A is there. Ajatanand. So I say, mera naam hai kya hai? He is not there. Mara nahi. Like when the COVID was too much, everywhere, somewhere it was written Lucknow, but people used to see lockdown. Lockdown, sanitizer, this is the only thing we used to hear day and night. COVID, corona, virus, lockdown, infection, death, bed, a hospital. So everything was in that. We used to get in that format. So I read somewhere, well, I'm going to lockdown. He said, where is Lucknow? It's not lockdown. I said, oh, so sorry. Sometimes you read what is in your mind. It is not written, but in a hurry you read sometimes. So never read the mail once, always read it 3 times. Because sometimes you mix it. And you feel, why did you write this? I did not write. You read it again. So when you practice it, that you don't feel that this world, this body, this life, this family are a part of me. Naiva kinchit karomi. Kinchit, not even little. Space doesn't move little. Well, space budge. Space can't budge. Since time space has not budged even for a millisecond also, millimeter also. That space moved. Where will it move? This is meditation. This is called nididhyasan. This is called samadhi abhyas. This is called brahma abhyas. He is not a jeev. He is not the pure self. More we will see tomorrow. Om Har Namah Parvati Pate Har Har Mahadev. Shri Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki. बोलिए श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम।
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव।